Hey everybody, this is Keough here with a new video for you. On this session, you're going to see me do some squatting without my belt. I'm trying to do some of my sessions, or at least some of my work beltless, at least initially, because I had some rib issues squatting into a belt a lot over the last training cycle, and so in order to cut that issue off before it manifests itself in this current training cycle, I'm going to be doing some beltless training. Not all of my squatting will be beltless, but when I can afford to do so, I will do so. And so this right here is 325. You're going to see 2 sets of 6, and then you're going to see 345 for a set of 6 beltless, which I was pretty pleased with. Felt good, felt like I had more in me, certainly, so I was happy about that. Speed's coming along, squats feeling a little more fluid, a little better. I am squatting twice a week right now. Currently, for this 2-week introductory mesocycle, I'm doing around 60 bar lifts between 70 and 80%, with an average rate of perceived exertion of about 8. And if you're wondering where I come up with that number and how I come across it, basically what I did is I looked at my total volume, my last training cycle, and I was doing between at my highest 130 and 140 bar lifts per week, with my squat between I'd say about 75 and 90%, with the average rate of perceived exertion at around a 9. So what I did is I cut the exertion down a little bit, and I cut the total volume down by about 60%. And for my 2-week introductory cycle, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find the right combination of volume and exertion in order for me to reacclimate to squatting and start to get stronger, start to regain some of my strength squatting, while at the same time keeping my body fresh and keeping myself from getting hurt. To be quite honest, suffering through any of the sort of chronic pain that I was dealing with leading up to my last meet. So these numbers are going to escalate over time. The exertion is going to go up gradually. Intensity is going to go up gradually. And the volume is going to go up by, I'd say, 25 to 30 bar lifts per cycle. And I'll run a 2-week introductory cycle. I'll run 2 3-week mesocycles, and then a 2-week cycle leading into my meet. And so you'll probably see bar lifts will go from 60 to 85 or 90 to 115 or 120 to upwards of I'd say about 140 will probably be where I would cap it. I wouldn't go any further than that. So I'd expect to see this work rate double over the course of this training cycle, and my plan is to try and peak, I guess, at the right moment. So I'm experimenting with some new things, and rather than increase intensity over time, I'm going to try and increase volume over time while increasing intensity, but I'm not going to be doing a lot of high intensity work towards the end. These right here are some box squats. I've been doing them for sets of 10 just to get extra work in, and to try and maintain a more upright torso position. Box squatting has always allowed me to do that. For whatever reason, with my stance, I'm able to stay more upright, which allows for me to engage certain aspects of my posterior chain. It allows me to limit the amount of lumbar fatigue that I suffer, and for me, at least in my squat, the limiting factor for me is almost always my lumbar. When my lower back starts to fatigue, number one, my deadlift capacity, my ability to perform repetitions on the deadlift goes way down, and number two, my squats really start to suffer for it. So this allows me to not tax my lower back so much and get some extra reps in, and I'll be doing 30 total reps with this, escalating at 10-pound intervals weekly for the foreseeable future. Last thing I want to say is I have knee wraps, not knee wraps, I have knee sleeves now, neoprene knee sleeves, and those are given to me by a donor who wishes to remain anonymous, and so I really appreciate those. Those are really fantastic. This is the first day I could wear them with my calf, and I was just really happy to have those on, so they felt great. Anyway, keep checking in. More videos for you very soon.